This old job is always causing stress. All I ever do is work, I don't get no rest. I know Thursday night is on the way. Down in troubled waters, Mike's where the bay. Pour me a drunk donkey IPA. Let that magic mango chase my blues away. I know that I'll be among my friends. The mic's where the page goes live again. There we go. Said that things were bad and he was feeling down. I told him Thursday's on the way. Meet me at troubled waters, Mike's where the page. We'll be pouring drunk donkey IPA. Let that magic mango chase our blues away. Know that we among our friends. Little Mike's where the page goes live again. There we go.
Hey, good morning. Who's dancing? It's Thursday. It's a perfect Thursday tune from our one and only Andy Simmons, our rockin' official cool songwriting Drunk Donkey fan we love so much. That was pretty cool. I love that song. I like the new one too. I like the old one. I like them all. I like them. So good morning. So we'll start out with Louie. Here's what's cooking. Good morning, Conehead family. This is our tradition. We are talking tropics. I got everybody chatting away here. We got YouTubers and we got Facebookers. And that live video was from Ada last year here. What's up, Saskia? Is that right? What's up, Sherry? What's up? What's up, Tiki? I love Tikis. Good morning, Shelley. What's up, Jamie? What's up, Paula? What's up, Jason over there on YouTube? Darla, drinking your RC. Is that RC Cola? Remember RC Cola? That's like a southern thing, ain't it? Sandy, Drunk Donkey Nation, what's up? 1 million strong. Yeah, all right. So, heck yeah, we are getting into tropical season. And if we got some new folks, great welcome to the page. We are not new. We are old. Mike's Word page has been around since 2004 and been on Facebook since 2009. We've been streaming for many years. You're not going to get your normal weather talk. We're going to, I kind of go in a lot of different directions. So, we're like one big happy family with dogs. But for official information, I always say it. Listen, National Hurricane Center and National Weather Service. I have all the links on my webpage. So nothing I say is official. Look at, man, I think Louis looks like he, I don't know, Louis like falling asleep on us. So anyway, we usually ramble on for an hour, so that's our time limit, and we're going to get digging deep into the tropics here real soon. Somebody's talking about Crown Royal already. No, Sandy. Big Ben's watching close. What's up, Robert Harris? How's it going? You should be. Did you see the new Euro I just posted 2 seconds ago? I don't know. All right, so hey, I'm Florida born and raised. ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, Florida born and raised. They've been around since the 30s, and they're big supporters of me and Mike's Twitter page. So I love them. Please support them. They're great people. Located throughout the state of Florida. You can buy Hurricane Hunter beer there. And they're sponsoring our cruise. We love that. That is so awesome. So thanks, ABC. What's up, Bobby? How's it going? He does not look amused. I know this is like, this dude right here is like the most chill dog of the planet, if you haven't noticed. He just likes to watch himself on the screen. He's like, I'm cute. It's like that, like Rudolph. I'm cute. He's cute. I'm cute. All right. So, hey, what's up, Lionel? Thanks, buddy. Hey, real quick. So, I got a package yesterday. I got to give some props, man, because this dude wrote me a nice letter. And since it's funny, I talk about Florida all the time. So check this out. Florida DNA. I don't mind supporting him because he took the time to write me a nice letter. Joey Sanders knows I'm a big Florida dude, and he's a big Drunk Donkey fan, and he's got a company. So if you live in Florida, support him. I cannot wait to wear this, man. Look at that. This is so awesome. I'm a Florida native, and man, I love Florida gear. Look at that. That is so cool, man. So thanks so much for that. My daughter, Emily, she was all excited about it. She wanted to wear it. I'm like, no, it's mine. So thanks, Joey. Appreciate that, buddy. All right, so let's talk about the weather. All right, let's put on the official map here, and then we'll get right into it. Here is your latest and greatest. Let's put it up. There it is, 5 o'clock advisory track. Hey, what's up, Eric? How about, Eric, did the Rays really get beat by 3 touchdowns last night? All right, there's a little Hunter. We'll say Hunter real quick. So, Tropics, listen. All right, so, in a nutshell, Fred crossed the high mountains of Hispaniola, 10,000-foot peaks, and got disrupted a little bit, as expected. Now it appears to be a little north of Cuba. I showed a really good satellite. I'm going to show you in a second. So it's got spinach. Does not have much convection near the center, but the 850-500 vorticity seems halfway decent. And this thing is expected to be a tropical storm again, all right? The latest 06 Euro, which is hard to find online, I got it on my paid site, Weather Models, kind of up the ante a little bit. And that's what the NHC is talking about. So in a nutshell, everything's exactly the same. We're talking about a Florida West Coast skirt. We're talking about impacts of the Keys as early as Friday evening, Friday night. We're talking the same as yesterday. It seems like I-4 South is the best chance for big rain Saturday. So if you got plans, middle part of the state, Saturday is not a complete washout. It is going to trickle north throughout the day Saturday, and then Sunday it's going to be somewhere right off the coast of Tampa. All the models are pretty accurate. And the big question is this. If our system pulls north across the state, it's just going to be a rainmaker, okay? It's not going to have time to develop. It's just going to be a nuisance, okay? Both sides of the state, yes. Up the gut path will allow storms to be a little bit stronger on the East Coast side because they're going to be swelling in off of the Gulf Stream. Remember, counterclockwise flow here. So, rainy, stormy mess. The other option, and the NHC is stressing this, if this thing stays off the West Coast, there's going to be a window of opportunity to strengthen. And they're showing a 60-mile-an-hour storm right here. That's upwards higher in tropical storm. Now, not hyping anything. Listen, if you say the word hype, you probably get banned. Unless you put a happy face next to it. Oh, man. Hey, what's up, Hug? Hunter's snoring. He's training like his big brother. He's about a year and a half. He's not going to get any bigger. Are you? He's the greatest dog on the planet. I love this little guy. He's a good puppy. Yeah. If you want to see the funner side of us, go on TikTok, because we do TikToks together, don't we, buddy? So nothing's changed. Panhandle should be watching close, Big Bend area, because there is a chance as this thing strengthens, and if it skirts the coast, we're going to have nasty storms all along the west coast of Florida. Okay, possibility of surge again. If this thing's 60 miles an hour off the coast of Tampa, we could be looking at Eta 2.0. And Eta flooded hundreds of homes because of high tide. It was a perfect scenario, perfect storm. Storm tide is a combination of storm surge plus tide. 3 to 5 foot surge plus, any storm tide or tides added to the value. So don't get caught off guard by just a tropical storm, especially what we saw with Eta. That video that you saw earlier in the show was Eta footage. But the latest Euros predicted possible hurricane. So there's a lot to watch. So there's that. Speaking of TikTok real quick, look at this. So we did one the other day. I got to show you. It's kind of funny. Going back with a snoring theme. Check this one out. See, how do I turn the volume on? Let's see. Is it working? I don't even know how it works. Here we go. Let's try it again. It's just funny. So this is back to the snoring theme. Here we go. Snoring, something I do.
It's just something I do.
I said that to Julie. She was so pissed. I'm like, don't call me from 1:30 to 2. I'm taking a nap. Yeah, watches come out 48 hours earlier. So we're going to start seeing watches possibly today's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, we might get some watches inching probably more tomorrow. But remember, watches come first. So we're going to get watches for sure. Tropical storm warnings for sure. Whatever protocols happen because of tropical storm warnings, we're likely to have tropical storm warnings along the Florida West Coast, especially the Panhandle. So a couple new graphics that got posted real quick on their site. I added them to my site. You got the rainfall potential map. This will be getting tweaked as we go. But orange is 6 to 10 inches of rain, 6 to 10 inches of rain. And this will probably creep up, but probably not, because this is 1 to 2 inches. This, I'm surprised. I'm sure this is going to increase, but at least gives you an idea of where the rain's, as of now, expected 6 to 10 inches for South Florida. And why is it on this side? Because this, look, even a system that does this, counterclockwise flow, warm Gulf Stream water. And, so don't get sidetracked if you're on the southeast coast. Talked about this a lot yesterday. You can get some nasty squalls late Friday night, early Saturday morning along southeast Florida. Tornadoes, yes. Water spouts, yes. So that's a potential right there. So anyway, so as we ramble on, man, I gotta slow down and read some comments. Mammy says the dirty side. We have adult toys. I didn't open up my box yet. Sandy Hoff sent me some new Vorticity toys to play with. She said these won't slide. I didn't think about that. So I got to open the box. We'll open the box later. But there's Shelly looking at everybody. Hey, everybody. What's up? We have a lot of weird words that we use on the show and a lot of toys, a lot of adult toys. So, all right. What's up, yo? What's up going, buddy? Yep. Saturday night, buddy. It might be gone for you Saturday night down there. I think you'll be all right. What's up, Bill in Lauderdale? So anyway, that's the current rain. So I added at the site. You can see it down here. There it is. We also got a flood potential map. So maybe by Saturday night it's gone. All right. So what can we show what is going on? I guess we can. Oh, we're going to get some new spaghetti models any minute. Let me show you what I showed earlier. Now this was good maps here off of Tropical Tidbits. These are your wind maps at 850, but important to note the H-Wharf slowed down a little bit. Just one run. But important thing to show here was the Florida West Coast skirt. So the paths are all very consistent. It's coming. Saturday night. I can't answer individual sites because I wish I could. I'll slow down and read more. Talk 95L, we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Panama chances are very good for storms. But, hey, Michelle, thanks. Dew points are outrageous in West. Oh, yeah. It's very juicy. All right, so let's take a look at it live right now. I love this website, Cyclonic Weather here, and you can see the red, green, blue visible satellite. And let's play this real quick. Now, what's cool about this map, it just changed the position. I hate that when it does that. But what's great about this map here, look right here. You can see, let me just turn it off here, but this yellow right there, that is our circulation. And you can really see it spinning. So there's your Turk and Caicos Islands. There's Cuba. But the lower level spin is very evident on satellite. And if you want to confirm that, that is where our center is right now. That is it. There's no convection over that. You got to have convection in order for this thing to intensify. But they're not expecting it to intensify in the short term. But that's a pretty healthy little circulation right there. If you go and look, two things here. Now, we look at the old school 850 maps. This is your vorticity and the spin in the atmosphere. And your lower level spin is showing up very nicely. A little behind, probably on satellite imagery. 500 millibar showing up a little bit too. So it's a little displaced. 500 is a little bit behind, but if these two match up, we'll be talking about the stacking, and the storm will have a chance to get going again. So the high mountaintops of Hispaniola definitely did what it expected to do, and displaced it a little bit. Now the shear, we got some southerly shear coming in, disrupting a little bit. I think I read 20 knots of shear. So it doesn't have the best environment right now to re-intensify. This is moving along with it. So it is expected to enter a more favorable environment in about, 2 p.m.? I don't know, throughout the day today. I don't think, they're expected to be a tropical storm again by 2 p.m. Tomorrow. But so today is not going to do much. Today is going to be today is like the day after a really bad hangover. Okay, so Fred had a really rough night partying it up in the Dominican Republic, and today's hangover day. So he's not going to get his game back on until tomorrow. That's what they're expecting. So another graphic I like here, real close to look at. We can take a look at this real quick. Kind of give you an idea where it is. Here we go. So the latest 8 o'clock track. This is where the NHC put the center. See a little orange dot? That was the 8 a.m. advisory. We get a new track at 11. So the 8 o'clock and 2 o'clock only updates track. We get a new track at 5 and 11. So the 8 a.m. track's a little bit north of the projected track of where it was supposed to be. So, we could see a little bump north. But what this is telling me is that if it indeed, going back to satellite, if that indeed is the center, which the NHC is confirming right here, you can almost see a little eye, then this is going to have a little bit better environment off of Cuba. So that may that might just guarantee the possibility of a re-strengthening as this skirts higher above Cuba. So we'll see if that plays out or not. But that was the latest fix on Fred. But there you go. There's the latest cone. Latest cone inching a little closer, a little closer, a little closer. Expected to be 60 mile an hour Saturday night, 2 a.m. Or Sunday night, excuse me. This is Sunday. Sunday night, 2 a.m. Well, it could be Saturday night. If you're out partying, or that'd be a long Sunday. So it's Sunday night. This is the 15th, which is 2 a.m. Sunday. So this is technically Saturday night. Like we joked about yesterday. If you're still partying, it's Saturday night. If you're just waking up on Sunday, it's Sunday 2 a.m. So, but the timing is there. And this thing is definitely approaching a front, which you can see here on the surface charts. There's a front coming down. Let's just go 2 days out. There's a weakness. This is your surface chart for Saturday, but there's a weakness here from a front, and basically it is opening the door for this to eventually curve back up into that front. So the front's going to absorb it. First part of the week rains, so Monday, Tuesday rains will be increased because of the front and Fred as this thing gets on. So it's not going to stall. It's going to keep on moving. You know, again, everybody's worried about time frames and stuff. So, you know, Friday afternoon, Friday night, we're going to start to see squall lines here. Saturday, definitely Saturday rains, squall lines here. Maybe a few trickling here, but no like anything that's going to ruin anything. And then on Sunday is a good question mark because this thing's going to be sliding up here. We could have continued rains on Sunday as this thing impacts all kinds of action. So Sunday is the day that could be kind of more spotty. I was on the Drew Garabo show yesterday. We love him at the Bone 102.5. What's up, Drew? John? But if you got plans on Sunday in the Florida Peninsula, then I would definitely try to move them to Saturday. Just put it to you that way. Except for South Florida. All right, let's show you the biggest bat. Let's show you the latest models. I want to jump right into the latest Euro just to show you what's going on. We're going to talk about the other storm. Don't worry, Invest 95. We're going to talk about Fred right now. But so the European model runs 6Z and 18Z also, and it's hard to find it online. But I got a paid site here that has it. It's a little surprise here with the latest 6Z, but you know it's definitely possible. Let me show you what's going on. So we start to see the low. This is late Friday night, early Saturday morning, nearing the Keys. But watch what happens. And this is the one scenario that could happen. All this area right here, you know, staying just off the coast, it could intensify. And that's what the latest Euro is showing. So it's just one scenario out of many. But look what happens. It actually intensifies. 996 by Tampa Bay. Now that's pretty aggressive, okay? But Mark says typical rain event. Hey, you might be right, man. But hey, if it's not, you're wrong. Derek, yeah, the HMON is showing what the Euro is showing right now. So this is the case. This is early Sunday morning, 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, same time frame, Sunday morning, and the Euro's, you know, picking up on it, and it starts to strengthen it a little bit, and it brings it down to 980s. That's a hurricane. So that's just one model of many, but man, that path is very possible. If it slides right along that Florida West Coast, I know there's going to be some southwest shear and some other possible inhibitors, but that's just, you know, one model to look at. I wanted to bring that out. Let's see, we got here's some wind gusts just for fun. You know, kind of give you an idea. You know, I mean that would bring some serious winds to Tampa that nobody is expecting. It'd be kind of. It's definitely the outlier, but we've seen the HMON, the H-Wharf show that also. So that's, you know, we'll see. Total, let me see if I can get the rainfall look here. So, let's see. So this is the Euro again. All right, so here is late Friday night, starting to see some squall lines. And then, of course, the big rains start to roll in Saturday morning. Here's Saturday throughout the day. This is nearing Sunday. This is Sunday morning. There you go. So, just one of many. Let me show you the latest HMON and H-Wharf. We can go to Tropical Tidbits for that one because it's free. You guys can see it. So let's go to that. The hurricane-specific models. I like them when we get close to storms. Here's the latest H-Wharf. Now this is 6Z. Shows the same path as the Euro. Early Saturday morning, down here by the Keys. Everybody said that was hard to look at, so I'm going to just stick to vorticity maybe. I don't know. I don't even know what would be better to look at. We'll just look at that one. And it shows the path. And doesn't do much with it this time. 1009, 1010 millibar. You know, there's just kind of gives you an idea of the rain. It's hard to see, I know. But so the latest H-Wharf definitely went weak. Now, last night's 00Z, here's Sunday morning, you know, right along that Florida coast. Now, look at that. East side. Look at that. This is Sunday morning. Very possible. All this rain. Let's rewind it back to Saturday morning. Here's Saturday morning. Starting to get those big rain bands into the South Florida Saturday morning. We go Saturday midday, sometime around here. You know, I-4 South. Been saying that every day, it seems like. Here's Sunday morning. Very possible, right? And like I was saying, Sunday's just going to be a crapshoot. You know, hard to know. This is Sunday noontime. You know, hard to know who's going to get what. But look at the position. This is exactly what the Euro is showing. So this is Sunday morning, and you know, it's a real possibility that this thing parks just off the coast. Such, you know, the NHC is stressing that. If you read the discussions, I know Bobby, if you're watching, they're very good about what they're thinking, and if you read their discussions, they talk a lot about whether or not it goes up I-75 or the Intercoastal Waterway. The Intercoastal Waterway, we could have a strengthening system moving north. If it goes up I-75, we're just going to have a big rain event. So they got a lot of questions that need answered. Oh, here's the 12Z models. Just came out, by the way. These are on Tropical Tidbits, by the way. So there's your latest 12Z. Let's leave them right here. Leave it right here for now. Take a break. We have a lot of trolls. Shelly. I'd like to welcome Sandy Hoff to our team. She's going to be helping a lot now behind the scenes. It's tough, man. Listen, we got 1 million followers, okay? We have almost 50,000 Instagram now. We're almost at 40,000 Twitters. It takes a lot, man. If we don't control the page, it gets completely spammed to death. And you don't want to come to a page that is being an unpleasant experience. So it's crazy to think that we've grown to this point, but I'm very thankful that Shelly and now Sandy and my wife Julie and Phil, and we have a couple other quiet supporters that do a lot behind the scenes to help make sure that we keep providing weather, you know, and keep doing what I love to do. We reach a lot of people. A lot of people count on the page, you know. It's not about dogs and being goofy. It's about providing information. And when, you know, when we have folks chiming in on the Turks and DR, and, you know, it's crazy to think that the page is helping so many people. So, and Levi is a great, I support him a lot, and he allows us to use his stuff to share, and that's why I share his stuff a lot. You know, in Weather Nerds, Matt is the owner of Weather Nerds, and you know, there's a bazillion places that you can share information from, but I share Levi's because he supports the page, and I love what he does, and you know, like I said, there's a bazillion places you can turn to, but that's what, you know. Enough about that, man. Soapbox. But here's the latest models. You can see a lot of them are doing that West Coast skirt. I love. So the theme I love doing when I report on the tropics is I love saying the same things over and over again, because that means consistency, right? West Coast skirt has been the theme for 3 or 4 days now. I think I posted like 6 days ago, I might be chasing Fred in our own hometown, according to the new Euro possible. But anyway, here's the 12Z models. They come out, and you get a few outliers here and there. H-Wharf is one of them now, but you get the general feeling. And, we got this front coming. It's going to get absorbed by that. It's fun to look at steering currents, and really dig deep of what's going on. You can really understand steering currents a lot now just by different tools that are out there. But bottom line, we got a high pressure system that's going to be building to the north a little bit right here. And this is allowing our system to kind of keep on this northwest track. And then we're going to see this weakness right here come into play, and it's going to pull it up and pull it out. And there you go. You can start to see the breakdown. There's a high pressure. There's our little weakness. You can see it a lot on upper level winds to 500 millibar. You see a little break in the weakness here in the GFS. You'll see it on the Euro, big time. And it follows along and pulls up into that front that is showing up. So that's the Euro. This is the 12Z Euro. But what's important to show, and here's 95. This is Sunday this week. Another system. It's consistent. So the 06Z is just predicting a little bit stronger system. Following that same path, right up the Florida skirt. This is the Euro. CMC showing the same thing. Let me go to 850 because you can see a little better the colors. That's the 850. So it doesn't look as bad as it looks. That's a weak system on the CMC, but you can see that West Coast skirt. See it? Here's Invest 95. Puerto Rico, pay attention. Northern Islands, pay attention. This could be next Sunday nearing you. Same thing with the Euro. Look. This is next Saturday. This is Sunday. So if you're down in the islands, Virgin Islands, pay attention next weekend. This weekend, not next. This weekend. This is Sunday. A couple days from now. So there you go. And then the latest GFS kind of goes more wacky. That's why I go to the 00Z. 00Z has a lot more consistency with it. And here's our next system down here. So none of the models are really doing much with that next system yet. Models have done terrible this year, long range. And then we go to the Icon, and the Icon is showing that skirt up towards the Panhandle. So, middle Panhandle down, Big Bend for sure. And then West Coast action all the way down to the Keys. And Southeast squall lines Friday night, Saturday to be watching for. But there's the Icon. Let's go to the 00Z Icon, and it's the same thing. Very consistent. Here's our next system. Oh, my God. You want to talk about that? So, yeah. So the Icon, as I slowly change the subject, is showing storm next Thursday. That's only a week from today. Don't freak out yet. Okay, maybe I would. No, I wouldn't freak out yet. Well, maybe I would. Here's next Thursday. So, what the heck? Thursday next week. Next week. Been sharing these models a lot. I just don't like the consistency of this high pressure locking in here. They talked about this on the Drew Garabo show yesterday, but we get these locking high pressure systems in and we get this repeat pattern. Elsa, Fred. Let's look at some ensembles real quick. So the spot I'm talking about is this guy right here, Invest 95. Here it is. This is Invest 95. This is 60% chance of development. Yes, I know. And look, Northern Islands. Remember, this is time frame is this weekend right here somewhere. Pay attention. And the ensembles are definitely 100% picking up on this. Latest Euros are, I wish I could break it down. Can't because it's blending But man, we're getting a lot of consistency right here for next week. So I'd be looking at that close. Man, it's hard to talk about Fred when we got to talk about that too. Let's see what else we can look at. Let's look at another European indicator that might be a little easier to see. Let's go to Southwest Atlantic. All right, wait, this might be good. We can zoom in a little better. So there's obviously high signature of a system next Tuesday, this general area. And that's kind of where the models are thinking as of now. That would be Thursday, Friday next week. Next week. But it's real. It's a real possibility. All right, let's look at the GFS. We can look at some SpaghettiOs. Actually, we can go to Levi's site if you want to see some. Oh, you know where else we can go? All right, so if you want to see that kind of stuff too. So Weather Nerds has got great European. Go to up here to ECENS. And we can simply go tracks on and hit update plot. You can kind of follow along here. So this is what they're thinking. These are all the European ensembles. And if you notice, a couple of them keep south, but we're starting to bend around that high pressure system. Weaker goes west. And there's quite a few kind of going, you know where. So, a real possibility. A real possibility. Now, we'll stop it right here. I can zoom in. No, you can't on the Ensemble map. Never mind. But, you know, this is next 19th. Next Thursday. You know, we got weaker ones. You know, look at 1006, 1009, 1008. Weaker goes west. Weak systems don't get affected by upper level winds as much as weaker systems. So that makes sense. Weaker systems go west. This thing starts to develop. It gets pulled up north and rides around this high. And that's where we got to watch. We can also look at Euro or the... God, I got a bunch of cool sites. So we can look at... Levi's site here for GFS ensembles and take a look as we get into next week. You know, there's a handful right here. There's that. Then I also have on the page, we got another Weather Nerds feature here called 95 Ensembles. And these start to really show long-range tracks thinking. That's a GFS ensemble map. Euro, it doesn't go out 5 days yet. It's only 5 days yet. So there's you know, some of the Euro ensembles. But here's the general map on 95. So anyway, so I froze Karen in an unflattering position. What was I doing? Picking my nose? Ian's watching in Jamaica. Hey, Jamaica, buddy, what's up? So, yeah, I'd be watching Invest 95. Tommy could put it close to you next Wednesday, Thursday, if this thing stays a little south next week. This time next week. Pay attention. Camping Labor Day weekend. Where's my buddy Jim? Well, we were talking about camping. This would be long gone by Labor Day weekend. Now I said pick my nose and I feel like it. Remember, I posted earlier in our little supporter group. It's a group. Look, Shelly, I made me a note. It's not a page. I got everybody all screwed up yesterday. We do not have a new page. It's a group inside of a page. Our weather supporter group, because they're like weather groupies. They all hang around in there and talk. But I ran into my last K-Cup today, is what I posted earlier, and now I'm resorting to Mountain Dew. Let's go back to Fred. All right, so we know that there's a Invest 95 out there we got to worry about for next week. When I say worry, I mean it. I mean there's a chance, not worry yet. What's the right word? Be very aware. Put it to you that way. I made a note. Shelly, I know I even stuck it to my monitor. I got all kinds of crap over here on my poor desk. But I do have this. This is the coolest thing. This was Emily's first teddy bear. Look at that. And I keep it because she's my little baby. And I still keep it right here. And you know the coolest thing that's happening this week I'm so excited about is, look at this. I even had it open. I hope I didn't close it. Oh my gosh, I have 5,000. Okay, look, I have it right here. So this was back in 2012. There's Emily. Look, that's her right there. Look at that. Look how little she is right there. But what is amazing, the girl right here, Brielle, her dad coached the team, my buddy Jason Bostow. Are you watching, Jason? So this was back when Emily was 6 years old. And guess what? They're playing together this weekend as pitcher. That is that memory is going to be so awesome to see those two play each other on the same team this weekend. And Fred's going to screw it up. Damn you, Fred. Where's Wilma at? Let me close some windows here and then we'll get back at it. Man, the hour goes by quick. Hey, so listen, I'll be on the Tom and Dan show today at 11:30 if you guys want to tune in on Twitch. And starting a cool little weather chat. We have a big weather fan that runs a Disney group, and I'm sidetracked because I'm doing two things at once. See if this is our little group. I posted it somewhere. Look at that. You see that funny picture somebody gave me? Somebody did that. That is so awesome. Fred drinking Hurricane Hunter. I'm trying to find my group picture. I posted it somewhere. Where the hell did it go? Oh, I think she put it in announcements. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know anything about this stuff. There it is. So there's a group. So it's called Streaming the Magic. If you're a Disney fan, this is a pretty big group. There's 100-some thousand people in there. So I'll be doing a weekly weather report, which I'm excited about. Hey, Whitney, how you doing, man? Oh, Whitney, if Whitney's not there. Yeah, Whitney's not feeling good. Whitney, if you're watching, man, we love you. No, the new old school Greg's still coming. How's it going, Greg, by the way? No, that's still coming. That's going to be a perk down the road. I'm still tweaking it. But anyway, that'll be fun. I'm doing it today at 1 o'clock. Streaming on the magic. Talking about weather. Talking about Disney World. Yeah, Greg, we'll send you the first invite, man. But anyway, it'll be old school. I think I showed it one time, right? I got the domain name. Here's kind of what it'll look like. You know, real simple. Current Tropics, general weather. And my plan is just simple. Current Tropics. You know, it's not Invest 92 anymore, but you would click on it and you would have a range of topics that you could talk about. You know, so that's kind of what I'm envisioning is a real simple, don't have to look a bazillion places if you want to go only talk about Fred. So the idea would be Fred, and this would be Invest 95. So when you click on this, it would be all the topics on it. So I'm working on it, man. Just got to have something exciting for the future. All right, so again, man, if you just tuned in, listen, you're gonna have to watch the replay because I went into a lot of things. But so I added the Florida radar to the map. I love this Florida radar map. If you wonder what that purple line is, that's the current NHC track. So this will get really interesting in the next couple days. Got all the weather nerds satellite imageries on here. You can take a look at it. You can start to see that low-level swirl right here. You know what we're watching for today. Convection overhead. There is a little bit of shear, but this is where we're watching. If we start to see some convection blowing up, then that means it's trying to re-strengthen. It's going to take a little time to clear the mountains, but it definitely has some structure. And the NHC, that's pretty much where the NHC put the center fix this morning. And if we look at 850 here, I haven't even looked yet today. There it is. You can kind of see it. That's 1,000 actually, or surface. There you go. There's a spin on satellite. Not too bad at all, actually. So there, it's not bad. 500 is a little behind. There's really no 500 actually, but 700's right there. And this gets updated quick, and you can look at WinScat data sometimes. You might get a lucky and get a pass. This is the old school, what they used to use. I don't think that's it actually, but anyway, enough of that. So, but bottom line, there's an outside chance this thing can intensify to upper tropical storm hurricane. The latest HMON, I don't think I even showed you that one. Let's look at that. The latest HMON here is now the aggressive one, but it's got the same thinking as the latest Euro. Florida skirt, early Sunday morning, right out of Tampa Bay, starts to intensify, and the latest HMON is showing pretty good development. Now, that's pretty far west, but just putting it out there. Last night's H Wharf was a little more in line with that. Here it is, 1,007, 1,002. Remember, anything above 1,000 is tropical storm. You got to be in the mid 90s, usually 990 millibars and below to be a hurricane. But going back to the latest Euro, if you're just tuning in, I find this very interesting. Remember, we're still in that MJO enhanced cycle, and anything that tries to form is going to have a little easier kickstart to it because of that MJO. But the latest, latest Euro brings it up to 988, just like the HMON. And what's interesting here is it skirts right along the Florida West Coast, which would bring in a lot of squally weather Saturday night. And this would be Sunday morning right here. Remember, everything's counterclockwise, so your storms definitely brew better out in the Gulf, and then they'll impact the state as our system goes by. And then, of course, surge will be an issue if this thing's developing again for Tampa Bay, and surge will be an issue as this goes north. Tornadoes are always a possibility. Water spouts, tornadoes, these squall lines. We had one yesterday at Starkey Ranch here. We had one 2 days ago in Land O'Lakes. So that's interesting. So Greggy, Floribama. Always wanted to go there, man. Kenny Chesney. Jason called me yesterday. Greg, I got me a cord coming. So you remember a couple of days ago? Listen, Furman, official generators of Mike's Weather Page. And we have so many fans now loving them. They selling them at Lowe's now, right down the road here in Oldsmar. Costco too. Everywhere else. But there's a secret code Shelly will share you that you can get a discount online, 30% off. Shh, don't tell anybody. MWP 30% off. But Greg heard that I went and ordered a cord on Amazon, and he's like, "Nope, return it." So I did. Let's see. Just to show you. Let's see. Let's make sure that they did it. Let's see. Let me go to my orders. Let's see what Julie's been buying, by the way. Oh, I got a radio. My radio on the back porch took a crap. Not literally took a crap. Envelopes. Hey, you know why we got envelopes? Shelly, look. That means we're mailing supporter stickers. They're going out. Supporter stickers. But look, canceled, Greg. Canceled. Just for you, buddy. I canceled the order because you told me to. So, we better lose power, damn it. Because I got a generator now and I got a cord. And we had to get a calculator. Look at this. This is funny. Remember the old days, Texas Instrument? You know, look, this is the craziest thing ever. Look, this calculator for school, oh, it's $22. She said it was $8. Okay, that makes more sense. I think Julie looked at the wrong one. She goes, it's only $8. I'm like, but anyway, that, you know. But that's old school, man. I remember Texas Instrument calculators when I went to school. Now Emily's got to buy it for her school. Pretty crazy. You know, we went to trivia last night, by the way, and I'm done talking weather, I think. It's been an hour. You have to go back and watch. I'll talk weather, I promise. 2 seconds. Jose, just reach out, buddy. It's a mess. No, it's not a mess, because listen, the new supporter option that we got, now we have your addresses. See, it's amazing. Before we had to ask you for you had to supply us the addresses. Now, with our cool little supporter options, we have your addresses now. We know where you live. But no, seriously, so we can mail stuff out. Cat 5s, we got a new design we're doing for Cat 5 supporters. We're going to mail out. But anyway, back to trivia last night. So trivia, my mom and dad went. We didn't do very good. We came in like middle of the road. It was fun. I'll have to share. Let me show you a picture real quick. But so they're doing this money you win $1,000, and let me see here. I'll go to my page. There we are last night. So there's mom and dad. Dear old dad, 83 years old. There's my mom, 81. We were pretty dumb as a box of rocks. But with today's technology, what I'm getting at is Julie could have a little earbud in her ear, right? And she could have the phone on. And somebody at home could be Googling the answers, right? Some of these people were like not missing anything. Like, it was very weird. Like, how are people not, how are they getting these questions right? I'm like, Then I'm thinking, okay, well, let's see. You could have an earpiece and be calling. I'm reloading my chat here because it got turned off. But there we go. I'm wearing the same shirt. You know why? It's funny. So I have a 24-hour rule on shirts, right? So I put this shirt on last night to go eat, and it's not even 24 hours old yet. I keep them on my bed. Now, all guys will tell you the same thing, man. I got my 1-dayers and my 2-dayers, and today's a 1-dayer. And took a shower last afternoon, put on my Florida shirt, and it was only wore for 3 hours. I'm not wasting a good shirt that fits me nice for 3 hours. And that's that. So, but seriously, so 9/19 we go live. There's a lot of great information. You can always go back and watch this. It's live on YouTube right now. You can go back and watch it. You can watch it on the app. I have the app, so you can always go back and watch this on YouTube and Facebook or the website. So we're going to get a new update at 11 o'clock. Everything in a nutshell again. Big questions are, A, what it does here. Does it strengthen? And what it does here, does it go over land or does it stay on the Gulf of Mexico side? And if it stays on the Gulf side, there's a chance it can strengthen. The NHC is showing 60 mile an hour here, 2 a.m. Monday, Sunday night. Remember, the effects of the storm are well above center. So we can have center here, but we can start to see tropical storm force winds here. So this graphic's great. It shows you when you might see tropical storm force winds, not necessarily where the center of the storm is. And that's important to note. So you can start to feel tropical storm force winds as early as Friday night, south Florida. Tropical storm force winds all the way up to above I-4 Saturday night. These are squall lines. These are, your spinning feeder bands. I got in trouble last time. Somebody corrected me. They're not squall lines, but I call them squall lines because it sounds sexier. So let's go back to the worst case scenario map, because I'm very interested in what the hell the Europeans are thinking But this is interesting because this has always been the thinking. If this thing goes out in the Gulf of Mexico, history would tell us, that we could see something a little bit more. And, the current 6Z Euro is definitely showing a developing system here as it passes Tampa Bay. So, if this panned out late Saturday night into Sunday morning, we could get some pretty good winds here throughout the West Central Florida coming in off of the Gulf. All I got to say is 8 at 2.0. Let's look at the tides. You see the bass I caught the other day? This is the coolest thing ever. I got to show you this. We got a little lake in the backyard, and look at the size of this freaking bass that I caught. Look at this sucker. Watch. I put it in slow motion. Look at this sucker, man. Look at that. Thing's about that big. Look at that freaking thing. Is awesome. And why am I showing that? Because I'm going to Tides for Fishing website. That's made me think fishing. Let's look at tides just for fun. If I can find it. Here we go. Tides for Fishing, or I can't remember which one is easier to use. All right, this is the NOAA site, I think. This is Tides and Currents. NOAA.gov. Colleen, that's a great idea. Lord Andrew, yeah, I didn't even know. I thought there was heat lightning is not real. It's a myth. I heard my buddy Dennis Phillips talking about it. Greg, you talking about them damn calculators. I remember they were a lot of money. Why is this site not loading? Come on. All right, well, now we got a different one. There we go. Streaming to Magic, yes. Hey, I'm excited. So I don't understand what I'm going to do. I will be storm chasing, maybe. It depends. If that sucker comes right over Tampa, heck yeah, I'll be out there. God, this one's hard to use. So, United States. I get confused. We got different Florida. Are we considered Gulf Coast, West Coast, or... I don't know if we're Florida. I think we're Florida West Coast on this thing. See, I always get confused. What the hell? Florida East Coast? West Coast. We gotta be Florida West Coast. Gulf Coast. I don't know. The whole damn Florida's Gulf Coast. I'm trying to find... Where the hell... Oh, here we go. Tampa Bay. All right, let's go to Old Port, Tampa Bay. I don't know. Yeah, it goes up 14th. Check this out. All right. So, let's see here. Saturday the 14th. Let's just get a basic idea where we're going to be. 8 p.m. high tide. So we'll be going to a low tide, so that probably means high tide Sunday morning. That's probably when it'll be passing by. Does it go to Sunday? Yeah, there's Sunday. So Old Port, Tampa Bay, 8 o'clock in the morning. 2.6. That's pretty high, actually. That's a little higher than normal. So Sunday morning, Old Tampa Bay, 2.6 feet above normal tide, high tide. That's interesting. That's exactly kind of where this thing's going to be north of us. But remember, storm a little north of us rotates storms into the bay. So that's interesting. I'll leave that up because I want to see that. And the other thing we're going to look at here is our Sierra map. Let's see if this thing is updated yet. This is Sierra Coastal Risk Live. And it doesn't really... Yeah, it's not really getting any data yet. So this map will take time, but it'll be a useful tool for surge estimates once the storm gets going. Here's the Gulf Stream. I always show it. It's kind of fascinating, but oh man, there we go. I always zoom. But as our storm approaches, these feeder bands are going to be feeding. I said feeder bands without even thinking. These squall lines. They're going to be soaking up this hot water. That's why we're seeing an increase of moisture on the east side of Florida, because of that right there. So even, a path like that, counterclockwise, that's very deceiving because everybody might be focused on the track going to West Coast Florida, and people in Southeast Florida might be saying, where did this come from? So that's a lot of area for these storms to, keep juicy. And that's all I got to say about that. That's right, Greg. You got your trailer here. That's right. So, cool. Key Largo, Bobby, yep, heading your way, man. Friday night. All right, so that's that. We'll check in with our buddies here, Bolton Holdings Lodging Solutions. We visited them last year. Hoping to see them again this year. 24/7 emergency deployment nationwide. Look at these mobile tents they set up, man. It's the most amazing thing on the planet. They can feed thousands of line workers a day. They come in overnight. Emergency disaster. So, do you realize that when you see these armies of linemen coming down the interstates from all around the country, right? We get a really bad hurricane. They're there for weeks restoring power. And where do they go? Where do they sleep? Right? Think about it. Hotels might be closed, damaged, no power. Where do they eat? Right? Think about it. Where do all these line workers eat? Not only line workers, but all kinds of industry folks that come in after storms. But Lodging Solutions, I saw their mobile kitchens. It's unfreaking believable. They come in and they got these trailers that they bring down, and they feed thousands of workers, put them in houses, temporary housing, showers, bedding, linens. Crazy. Semi trucks after semi trucks roll in. It's just phenomenal. So they're big supporters of our page too. We really appreciate it. They like to support the little guy. They're definitely the big guys in the world. But man, there's my ugly mug. If you ever want to know what Greg looks like, he's right up here, by the way. Sorry, Greg. First time I met these guys, I mixed their names up. Jason. So here's an embarrassing story. We met Furman last year. They flew down to meet me and Phil. And have you ever had this embarrassing moment where you screwed up names? I do it all the time. Remember Sheila, Harold, Howard? So halfway, an hour or two after we hung out, they're like, by the way, that's Jason. I'm Greg. I'm like, oh, shenanigans. I felt like that. So that was funny. But that's life. We're all the same. Like my dad always says, everybody puts their damn pants on the same way. That's why I tell Emily this. I said, look at people in the eye. Don't let anybody intimidate you. Right. All right, so what do we got else cooking, man? That's it. All right, so we're going to be checking this thing throughout the day. We got a new NHC advisory coming out at 11. We'll see what they say. They probably will mention the new Euro. They probably will mention that this thing is void of convection, but it's got good circulation. And they're probably going to say it all depends on whether this thing goes straight up Interstate 75 or the Intercoastal Waterway. Intercoastal Waterway, it's going to have time to intensify. It stays over land, it won't have time to intensify. But the effects are kind of still the same. Still going to be nasty weather, squall lines. I don't know if that Storm Prediction Center yet is showed anything. Not really. Well, here you go. Day after tomorrow, starting to show. This is Saturday night, or this is Saturday night, Friday night. It should be Friday night. Saturday. Well, consider late Friday night, but this is Saturday morning, so it's inching up. Look at this. They even mentioned the T word, tornado. So there's a tornado threat across South Florida Saturday with Tropical Storm Fred. So, like I said, there you go. Harold, Howard, Shelley, Sheila, Kindberg. Kathy says, oh no. I'm gonna close out by looking at the rest of the comments here, and we'll call it a day. Thanks for the code. Yeah, Greg, thanks, man. He just bought a generator during our live. Now, is that not amazing, man? We got the greatest weather people in the world. So thanks, Greg, for supporting. Actually, Greg and them probably would be better off of just, instead of flying down and meeting Phil and I, is just like sponsor us with like a check, because our tab at the restaurant was probably more than they ever expected to pay for a dinner. It was like $1,000. Oh, it was amazing. So yeah, for afternoon stream, I don't know where it's at. I'll link it. It's called Shelly will share it, but it'll be 1 o'clock, and I have no idea what I'm gonna talk about. It's just gonna be it's gonna be a weekly discussion about the upcoming weather for Florida, mainly theme parks, Orlando, and might be fun. I went to their site, and I had like 8 of my friends follow the page, which is cool. There's Jason. Hey, you're listening. Landfall, Brandon. Man, this thing's gonna skirt up Florida West Coast, and I'm telling you, I keep saying Florida West Coast skirt. You know, it's gonna go straight up to the Panhandle, middle Panhandle. It's not going to turn. It's this front is not coming down quick enough to do a sharp left northeast turn. So it's pretty much a slow tick to the west as it goes north. And you know, Florida has this little Big Bend thing in it, and if this thing skirts from Tampa down to Naples, it's going to emerge kind of back into open water in that little, that little path there. You know, there's a little window of opportunity to re-strengthen. So anyway, all right, cool. So I'll be Tom and Dan. If you guys follow Tom and Dan, we'll be on the show today. Twitch, he streams it live, then it'll be on the radio in Orlando. Thank you, Loretta Reed. Hi, what's up? Derek, if he is weaker, he would go west, but there's enough circulation with him still right now that it'll be influenced by upper level winds. We got a strong high pressure system, and counterclockwise winds competing with clockwise of our high pressure system. So high pressure helps accelerate our system, and that's what it's riding on, and that's what Invest 95 is going to feel. So we could be looking at a repeat of this next week with Invest 95. Invest 95 is actually kind of making me really wonder what's going to be going on this time next week. This time next week. Hey, MT Mapes, that's nice. He appreciate that, buddy. So, we do have something else brewing out there. And there you go. So it all makes sense, right? Right. All right. So the 11 o'clock new advisory. Enjoy your all's day. Work hard. I got a recon is getting there at 5 a.m. What do they got? I'm sure they got recon missions all the time. They're probably going to wait a little bit. I mean, there's no convection still. Let's take a look. It's going to take some time to come back. Very well circulation though. Look at that. I mean, it's a spinner. Very nice circulation. No convection though, near circulation, but there's our eye, if you were to pick an eye. So it's got good circulation. Just don't have any convection yet, but it'll come, likely. There's not enough shear to blow this thing apart. You kind of look around, you can see the shear in the upper level isn't really doing anything to kill it. So there's pretty good Pretty good circulation. Let's see if we can go longer. Let's go back to the do page because we can set 200 frames on that. That's dogs snoring in the background. Are we there yet? We can do that? Yeah, we can. Look at that. Oof. Oof. That's a little too big. Let's go regional, sub-regional. It might be good right here. I don't know. Let's do that one. That's a little better. And we can play. So I thought we'd go a little longer than that. Oh, we can go 200 frames. Oh, we're going to be nighttime, I think. Ah, that's last night. Can't see last night. Let's go 24 frames. There we go. No, let's go 48 frames. There you go. 48 frames. This is the College DuPage, amazing site for satellite imagery. But there it is. This is Cuba. You can see daylight, but there's our path, you know. And that is exactly where the NHC is placed in center right now. Just north of Cuba. We had a little bump north from the 5 o'clock advisory. So we'll see if we get a new track. It didn't go south. So this is the only hope that our system has is to stay away from Cuba. If this thing is going to try to regenerate, but it did. This is the 8 a.m. fix. You can see Cuba right there. That's exactly what we were just looking at. So it's doubtful that it'll go any more south. So it's probably likely to go a little bit more north of the expected path. But we'll know soon enough. And like I said, sit back and read the discussions on the NHC page. And I have them linked right here. Look, discussion. It's always filled with very important information. And the most important graphic probably of all time is the key messages. If you want everything in a nutshell, that's that. So I feel like going to buy a skirt. Because we keep talking about a Florida. I wonder if we got any Florida themed skirts. Let's go to Amazon and see. Maybe I'll buy me a skirt. Because, you know, Julie's from Dunedin. So they technically Florida themed skirt. Oh, there you go. Hey, since I'm going to be on the Mickey Mouse show today, I should probably wear that. Look at that. I want a Mickey Mouse. So there you go. That's for me right there. I'm going to wear that because we're talking about the Florida skirt. I think I'd look good in that. What do you think? Water temp, Sandy, very hot. Not as hot as that. And don't you order that for me, please. It's only $14. Water temps are hot. Here's Bay News 9. Man, I got caught in a pickle yesterday, too, by the way. Man, my boys on 102.5 wanted me to rate the Tampa Bay meteorologists. I'm like, I ain't doing it, man. So I picked Dennis Phillips number one because he helped kickstart me years ago, man. He was one of the first ones that found the site. So I gave him credit, but I said it's a dead tie for Mike Clay and Paul Delgado. I said I am not picking number two. They're dead tied. So, but this is Mike Clay's site, Bay News 9. So it's in the upper 80s. The ocean heat potential map, obviously warm. This is where we started getting into the hotter water. And this is a fascinating phenomenon. You can see the loop eddy here in the Gulf. But the deeper the water goes, the more potential a storm has to intensify. It's not always the surface temperature. Like sea surface temperatures out here probably aren't that much cooler than here, but it's how deep the water goes that's hot. And this is your heat potential map. So that's why later in the season, not only do we have fronts that come down, but this is the area that we got to watch, you know, because there's a lot of potential for strong storms coming out of this area later in the season. But next week, what do we got coming next week? Next Thursday. Not liking that trend. That's for sure. Not liking it at all. My trusty icon is really picking up on it. Here it is, the OZ icon. Just saying. Euro's not showing anything organized like that, but it is showing the vorticity. Wednesday next week. This is next week, Wednesday. Next week. This is Invest 95. And CMC. Here it is. Shows a little more curve, missing the coast, which is good. GFS here, and it's showing kind of nothing, but it shows that general flow. And you can follow the wind barbs here and kind of get an idea that high pressure where it's at. So, and last night's 00Z probably showed a little better, and it did. Not much though. But just something to think about. Back of your mind. Middle next week. If you're going to the Bahamas next week, pay attention. That's all I got to say about that. What's my waist size, Mike? No one needs to know that. Is it after I drank 3 pitchers of beer last night? I can do it. It's about an inch bigger the day after 3 pitchers. So, crazy. All right. Well, listen, as always, I really appreciate tuning in. I appreciate listening to my shenanigans. We take this serious, obviously. I post all day long. Make sure if you go to my Facebook page, too, it's not all, I don't think people scroll down enough, but there's always more than what you see. And I get, like, somebody, you know, I get so many dang comments. Like, there's 168 comments. Obviously, I can't read them all, but if you go down, you know, there's other stuff. And I try to keep it simple, but make sure you read everything. You know, 297 comments. I cannot comment to everything. But so just look at it all. So all right, we're out of here. We gotta go. I gotta pee. See, and no Minnie Mouse skirts. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning for sure. Or yeah, tomorrow 9:19. And then Saturday and 9:19 in the morning Saturday too. Well, hell, we might be chasing a storm Saturday. And then we're going to take a break for next week's storm. So